Good evening, everyone. I am Zakia Zahara as the host of this mini talkshow today. Today, we will discuss the topic about bullying. Talk about bullying. What is bullying? Yeah, bullying can be interpreted as bullying behavior that can be done repeatedly to hurt individuals both emotionally and physically, and involves an imbalance of power in which the perpetrator dominates and the victim becomes the weaker party. Okay, today I have a guest. We will discuss about bullying. She is Leni Agustina. Hi, Leni. Welcome to our mini talk show. Okay, today I have special guest person Leni Agustina. Hi, Leni. How are you? I hope you are in good health always.
Glad to be your guest, Zakia. Well, I'm fine and I'm always healthy. Thanks, Zakia. And how about you? Are you in a good health?
Yeah, as you can see, I'm very healthy and cheerful. Okay, Leni. Before we get into the topic of our discussion, I want to ask about what kind of work are you doing right now, or are you busy about doing something?
I'm so busy today, right now.
Oh, uh, are you really? Do you busy about what? I mean, um, like you are busy doing something.
I'm just kidding. My current job is farming, and I collect a lot of flowers with various types of flowers, and I think it is very fun to plant flowers and then take care of them.
Oh, I see. Okay, now let's move into our topic of discussion. The topic of discussion this time is about bullying. As we know, there are now many cases of bullying that are rampant, especially among school children and even adults. Bullying is an activity carried out with the aim of concerning others with condescending tones, making fun of physical violence. Okay, Lenny, in your opinion, what does bullying happen?
Uh, I think usually bullying, of course, not because of anger or unresolved, unresolved conflicts, but rather refers to a sense of superiority, or in other words, to show that bullies are the most powerful in having the right or humiliate, insult, or act uh, arbitrarily to others.
Yes, most cases of bullying occur not because of anger or conflict, but rather refers to demeaning and insulting in other people. Okay, next question, Lenny. What do you think is the cause of bullying?
Uh, I think there are many factors that can be the cause of bullying, including a sense of wanting to power due to lack of attention from people around, and the perpetrator has been a victim of violence. So, due to frequent fights, due to imitating acts of violence from movies or games, and so on.
Absolutely right. I agree with you because there are so many cases of school children bullying their friends just because they want to appear powerful, right? Okay, there are two forms of bullying, namely physical bullying and psychological bullying. Do you think, Lenny, it's more severe than physical bullying or psychological bullying, according to your opinion?
If viewed from several perspectives, both are equally dangerous, like physical bullying. This form of bullying is done by physical contact that causes physical pain, injury, or other physical suffering. Example of forms of physical bullying are hitting, kicking, and so on. And this form of physical bullying is very dangerous because it can cause serious bodily harm, like with psychological bullying. And this form of bullying causes psychological trauma, fear, depression, anxiety, stress, and also anxiety from the recipient of bullying. And this form of bullying is also dangerous because it affects mental health.
Wow, you are very critical and have broad insight, Leni. I'm really satisfied with your answer. Okay, next question. Regarding regarding the issue of bullying, this is a serious issue that needs to be addressed because it can have long-term impact on both the victim and the perpetrator. There are several steps how to overcome bullying that can be done. That is, tell an adult who can be trusted. Tell parents or teachers who have the authority to follow up. Are there other ways to deal with bullying, in your opinion, Lady?
Uh, there are other ways to deal with bullying, including ignore the bullies and stay away. As mentioned earlier, the bully will be happy if they get the reaction they want, increase courage and self-confidence. So those around you that you are not a weak person and easy to be bullied. Talk to the perpetrator so that what you the perpetrator it is not a good things and even dangerous. Have a friend who is a victim. If you witness bullying behavior, then stand still and try to support the victim. I think the above methods can be used to deal with bullying.
Oh, the answer you gave is very helpful. The above methods can be used to overcome bullying, everyone. If you see victim of bullying or have anything to do with victim of bullying, try to use the methods above to overcome them. Okay, by the way, Reni, did you ever experience bullying during your school?
Um, I don't think so, but I ever experienced it. But I witnessed bullying victims at school when I was in high school. Maybe.
Really? Is he your close friend?
I think no, she's not my close friend, but she's my classmate.
Oh, I see. Really, can you tell me the details of the incident that happened in your school?
Sure. That's when it happened when I was in the first grade of high school. There was one of my male classmates who stood out a little because of his big physique. Lots of children in the class and even other grades who mocked him as a giant. And not only that, they also often bullied him to the point of making the boy cry. Um, the incident did not only happen once or twice, but happened many times, even every day.
Oh, how poor. Then, what happened to the boy?
Um, Finally, because the boy couldn't take it anymore, he chose to change school. He even had a consultation with a psychological doctor because of his unstable mental condition.
Oh, this is really bad, right? This is what is called verbal bullying, where the type of action taken for this bullying is in the form of nicknames like reproach, slander, cruel criticism, insult statements that have the nuances of sexual solicitation or sexual harassment, terror, intimidating letters, gossip, and so on. Bullying in the form of verbal is one of the easiest types of bullying to do, and this bullying will be the beginning of other bullying behavior, Lenny.
Yes, that's right. It is the verbal type of bullying that triggers physical bullying. It started with ridicule and ended with physical violence. Most teenagers who experience this because they want to show that they are great by putting other people down.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your story about the bullying experience at your school, Lenny. Hopefully, can be a lesson for others people that we must to stop bullying because it can have a big impact to the victim, and that is can bring negative impact and harm the victim. Okay, talking about the negative impact of bullying, what do you think are the negative impacts on the victim, according to you?
Uh, Victims of bullying are most at the risk of experiencing various problems, both physically and mentally. The problems that may occur in victims of bullying include the emergence of various mental problems such as depression, anxiety, and sleep problems. These problems are likely to carry over into the older victims. Physical health complaints such as headaches, stomachaches, and muscle tension. Feelings of insecurity in the school environment because enthusiasm for learning and academic achievement. And in rare cases, victims of bullying may shout feel nature.
Well, as you mentioned above, there are a lot of negative impacts from bullying, right? But there are, I think, a lot of people who are still bullying out there just because they want to look great and more powerful, I think. For those who watch this video, let's stop bullying. Don't do that. Okay,
Yeah.
to end our mini talk show today, what message that you like to convey regarding bullying to people out there, Leni?
Um, this is a quote I took from Nancy the book. Uh, we need to get rid of bullying. We need to get rid of abuse. We need to get rid of harassment. We need to get rid of the casting coach. Instead, we need to build the bench.
Oh, there's nice quotes, Lenny. Okay, thank you very much for taking your time to talk about the topic of this bully discussion. I got a lot of knowledge about bullying from your discussion. Thanks again, Lenny Agustina.
Thanks again, Zakia. Glad to be your resource person. And the topic of bullying you choose is really interesting.
Okay, before I end this mini talk show, I want to say let's stop bullying once again to everyone out there. Okay, all right. That was conversation we had with Lenny and Agustina. I hope you're always in good health and more successful, Lenny. Hopefully, COVID will disappear quickly and the earth will recover quickly so we can meet face to face, Lenny.
Sure, I hope so, Zakia. I can't wait to meet you face to face.
Bye, Lenny. See you again. Have a nice
Bye
day.
bye. See you.